What a wild day, wild time. Um, like I watched everything. I got everything on tape. It was crazy. Really, really bums me out that it's over though. Hey from BC, just found you yesterday. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just waiting for it to fill up a little bit. There's no more live feeds. Can't find any more. It's just everyone sitting at home talking about it. So I guess it's just gonna be a stream of me talking about like what I've seen. Maybe get some people's intake of what they've seen. Maybe what's going next, what they found out. I mean, if we let them get away with this, then it'll forever happen. I mean, this is not what I want my kids to grow up in. Like by the time our kids are older, they're not even gonna be allowed to protest. Do you think they'll ever let a protest like this ever happen again? I don't think so. How's it going, Michael? Welcome from Austria. Welcome, Australia. How's it going down there? Granny Rebel. They'll allow protests, but they have to be state sanctioned, like happened in the summer of 2020. Yeah. Like, anyone hear about those UN planes? Like, where do they get all those cops from? That's the weird part. I didn't know anything about those planes. While I was doing my last live stream, I was looking into it, and they're in North Bay. They're parked there at the airport. Like, I was born in North Bay. That's the weird part. Yeah, actually, I'm new. Like, I swear to God, like, I think 4 days ago I had 60 subscribers, and now I have almost 10,000. Like, I don't even know what to do with all of them. Like, I don't even know what's next. So I'm trying to, you know, get a feel with it. Like, you know, Ukraine is a false flag to keep the eyes off the world of Ottawa. Yeah. Like, that state of emergency they put in order, like, that thing, I looked into that, and, like, that thing was put in place for, like, when the government was, like, ready to fall. Like, what were they so scared about? Like, the protesters, from what I seen, like, they didn't do anything. Like, yeah, like, it could have got out of hand a couple times, but every time it almost got out of hand, there was always someone there to, like, control it. So, and then it never got violent. Well, thanks, bro. Yeah, man. Like, there was some parts of it though on the protesters' part that was like a little much. Like, there was a part for me. Like, they kept showing these live streams. Like, I was stream hopping. I was bouncing from streams, And I seen this one of this woman. She was like kneeling in front of the cops, and she was like almost to tears. You know what I mean? And she's like, take my hand. I'm a grieving mother. I lost custodies of my kids. It's like, it's not the cops' fault that you lost your kids. Like, that's just my opinion. You know, like, we all do say some dumb shit when we're mad, but that was kind of, a little funny on my from what I seen. I don't want to say it being rude, but that's just what I thought. Yeah, RCMP is gonna refreeze your bank accounts. Yeah, I see that. Like, I never got any money while I was there. Like, I wasn't there about that. Like, no. Yeah, like that protest literally just showed how corrupt the government is. Like, no one stopped it. Like, don't even believe the conservative parties, don't believe any of that. They're all in on it. No one stopped that. We're a threat to what they had planned. Okay? We're waking up for it. If we just like go about our days now like any other protest, then it's a huge failure. Like, honestly, like it's just gonna get worse. And we honestly we need to do something. Like, it wasn't a fail. Like, anyone that says it's a fail, you're wrong. Because like they just did a protest that, like, they put a state of emergency that's never happened in Canada. Never happened. If you think they failed, you are sadly mistaken. Now Canada is on, like, everyone's watching Canada. Like you just said in a stream that you're watching me from because you're worried about Canada. That's because Canada now everyone's watching because of what just happened. So if you think it's wrong, then you're wrong. Thank you, sir, from America. Like, I don't think what no one's ever like realizing about, Canada. Like, we're put on, a display that we're like the most innocent people, but like we're not. Like, we're involved in NATO. We train their troops. Okay. What else? Like we started the UN, yeah, that works. But nowadays, like, the UN makes the fucking calls. Like, no one nowadays, like, we're run by the government. The people do not make a choice. There was no such thing as democracy. That was never put in place. We were like, how I say it, like, you were put in jail and you can see the bars. You know you're in jail. But if you're in jail and you can't see the bars, okay, and you think you're free, you'll never know you're in jail. It's a simple tactic they use against you, and like, you should see now. And this is shit when I was a kid we would look up and it was like conspiracies. Like, all conspiracies. Like the COVID thing, like the New World Order, like all that bullshit. It was all conspiracies. Now, honestly, it's like we're living it. We're fucking living it, man. Yeah, exactly. A fringe group doesn't need that. Like, fuck. They went all out, man. They went all out. They did everything. Dude, those UN planes that are in North Bay, 100%. And this is why the cops wouldn't give you their badge numbers. Fuck all. Because they weren't even cops. They were all hired by the government through the UN. And people just found the fucking planes in North Bay. So, like, yeah, they went all out. They even said they were going to use with this emergency act, like, pretty much any means necessary. So that any means necessary, like, turned into them hiring thugs from the fucking UN. And we all know how many countries are involved in UN. Those people could have came from anywhere. They could have came from fucking anywhere. And because it's an emergency act, it doesn't even need to go on record, dude. They don't even have to do fuck all. Yeah, no fucking snow. It just shows they showed up that fucking day. Yeah. Yeah, they got paid $5,000 a day, and even the cops. I'm pretty sure it was like $4 grand a day, all expenses paid. Like, think about this: when you would see those protesters going out to those cops, they wouldn't even fucking acknowledge them. They wouldn't even like look at them. They even look like fucking robots, man. They look like robots. And now that I've seen those UN planes, it all makes sense because they weren't even fucking cops. They probably weren't even Canadian. Half of them probably never even spoke fucking English. That's why they didn't have badge numbers. Fuck no. Yeah, they might not even speak the same language. That's what I'm saying. Like they might not even be like those planes just show they hired people from the UN. So if they hired from people from the UN, like it could be anyone. I mean, I don't know why I would have to go to therapy, man. Like, I'm just giving my honest opinion. I wasn't even there. I'm at home. I got 3 kids. I just watched it all. This is me talking about my opinion of it. My opinion is, like once all the leaders got arrested, then it really brought out like some really like bad people for the protests, and it started making us look bad. But for that 3 weeks when the leaders were still there and like they were controlling the situation and everything, I think it was well coordinated, and this is why it's the best protest ever because there was no destruction. It's because half these people in this fucking world like feed off of like destruction and shit. Like you got such fucked up lives that you want to see people like go down with you. You know what I mean? It makes you feel better. So that's just the world we live in nowadays. I'm unhinged. No, man, just wild up, excited. That was fun to watch for a while, man. Like I just watched it. Um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Nothing's wrong with it, man. Like I said, I wasn't even there. I didn't take the time. There was a few times I wanted to go down there, but like by the time like I decided to like maybe should I go, and then I don't know, it started getting really intense, and then my girlfriend, she had my daughter, so as soon as my daughter was born, like there was no way I was going to Ottawa. My daughter was born like maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they were peaceful and they did fail. But in the end, okay, look, you can look at it as a failure, but at the same time, it's not really a failure because they just, from what they did, think about 3 people started that convoy. Imagine those 3 people, you can think of them how you want. You know what I mean? They get to go down knowing they fucking put the world on a show. Like this is going worldwide. 3 people started it. Yeah, we all joined in, but it took 3 people to start it. That's a fucking victory, man. Like they just got the Justin Trudeau to like show how corrupt he is. And everyone watched. No matter anything that happened, it just made Trudeau look worse and worse and worse. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, like you're right. the world probably won't remember it, but Canada. That's just how it works. I don't fucking remember what the hell happened in any other country other than Canada or the States. I only know, that's all I know, man. Because that's all we're allowed to see. That's what we're getting at, man. Like, we should be able to see the shit, but we're all censored. You're only allowed to know what the fuck's going on in your area. Yeah. Okay, I'll be honest. I got the first dose, and yeah, like, I don't know, man. I got the first dose and I caught COVID. 3 years, man. Never caught COVID. I took the first dose because I knew my daughter was gonna be born, so I can go in the hospital. I took the dose, and boom, first dose. I got fucking COVID. So did my girlfriend. Well, she was pregnant with my kid. Oh yeah. Like, other than the Ottawa protests, this is my first live stream. Like, you can even look at my videos. When I was a kid, I had a clan, and we would make video games. So I mean, things are gonna change. Like, I'm not gonna let all these followers, or I mean subscribers I got, go to waste. I want to actually start doing it. I'm gonna start getting into looking around, see what other shit I can find out about the world. Like, it's this shit that's happening. It's going on all around the world, and now people are actually fucking interested in it. Now we can actually post about it. I'm sure people are dying right now to figure out what's fucking next, just like I am. Even if you're not with the convoy or you're against it, no matter what, you, all of us want to know. Fuck, even Trudeau wants to know what's happening next. Everyone in the world right now is like, what the fuck? Yeah. And by the way, that's how you know I live in Canada. We got bagged milk. Every Canadian has to show you guys this, that we got bagged milk. Fuck yeah, buddy. Bagged milk, man. We got it in a bag. I mean, okay, I normally drink it right from the fucking bag, but I'm on live stream, so I know that people are like, oh, it's gross. What are you doing drinking from the bag? Well, sorry, man. I grabbed a cup for you guys, just so I looked a little bit more neater for you. Yeah, we're fucking terrorists, dude. We're terrorists. We drink from bagged milk. That's why we're terrorists. Yeah. Yo, I honestly, I never even like muted a single hater in my live stream, nothing, because I felt, in my opinion, if I was to mute those haters for what they're saying, like even the haters right now in the chat, I will never mute you, because like that defeats the whole purpose of what we're trying to prove here. Like, oh well, we're allowed to talk, but because you have a bad opinion, I'm gonna mute you. No, that's not gonna happen. I want to see your hate messages because I want to see what's really going on with you. Yeah, fucking right we have, man. It's glad to see. You know what I mean? Like, I find like a lot of people in Canada were like natural, like we're natural leaders. For some reason, like us Canadians, we know, we see some shit. Except for those third world countries, man. I wish I could fucking know about that shit. Like, I'm gonna start looking into this. Like, I never thought I would like start getting into politics and all this shit, but I'm telling you right now, from this protest, it got me digging. It got me digging, and I've been looking up some shit. fuck, we already did. Yo, honestly, Michelle, Daniel, my honest opinion, we're already living in a communist country, and this protest just showed you. We've been living in like a communist country with a curtain. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm from Canada. That's how I feel. Yeah, exactly. It's just a thought. That's like there's a really good song I grew up with, and one of the lines says, like, when you're in a jail and you can see the bars, you can touch them, you know you're in jail, okay? But if you are in a jail where you can't see the bars, you're gonna think you're free, and that's exactly what we're living in Canada and most of the world. Like, I think that's what their fucking agenda is like they're gonna become one government. And like with this Russian thing, like I'm not trying to say I back Russia or anything, like no, they should never use like force. Like if they want Ukraine back, like doing it the way they're trying to do it, like you invaded them, that's not the way. If they're even invading it, if we're just being lied to and they're trying to fucking blind us from like what's happening in Ottawa, I don't know. Yeah, there's no more voting. Like, okay, here's a funny thing. Okay, so I was like watching, like back in the day, I watched when Trump was getting elected, and they were like throwing it at you that like Trump was like this big fucking like, oh, he was paying the Russians and all this shit, and you're starting to actually like think like, did Trump do it? The whole time this guy was in presidency, I was like, did he do it? And now that he's not president, you actually get you actually have it in front of you now that Hillary Clinton was the one that was paying the Russians. Like her whole campaign was saying, "Oh, it was fucking Trump," but it actually wasn't. Yeah, it was set up, and now we're seeing that shit. That whole like, "Oh, you're a Trump supporter." You're a Trump supporter. Like they're like trying to make you like look bad. Like even I was kind of like that. I was like, "Oh, fucking Trump this, Trump that." Like I was like, because like I think I was blinded, man. I was believing what I was seeing. But now that I'm like kind of like look into Trump. Like that's fucking hilarious, man. Like that's fucking funny. Like he's way better than Biden. Like fucking Biden's like a walking fucking corpse, man. Like everything that guy says is just batshit fucking crazy. Like literally full on dementia. Like you can't tell me I'm not wrong. Yeah, you can't. You can't, man. Yeah, like yo, hands down. Even I know if fucking Trump reruns, that motherfucker's getting elected again. He is getting elected because I think now that he's out and everyone sees what Biden's like, they're like, we need Trump back. Like, as sad as that is, it seems like every time we have an election, no matter where the fuck we go, it's like you're voting for like, you're either voting for bad or you're voting for worse. Like there's no good because as much as like Trump was pretty cool, he still said some pretty dumb shit too, man. Like, but Biden, he takes the fucking cake. He takes the cake. Like I watched him say, "Oh, it's hurricane season. If you want to be protected from the hurricanes, take the vaccine." Okay, the recap in Ottawa. Okay, so let's talk about Ottawa. You're right. We're getting a little drifted away. I'm like, I just got the chat blowing up. I'm getting in the chat, but yeah, with Ottawa. So what I watched this morning. Okay. So why the crowd didn't pile up the way it did in Ottawa? Okay, it's because right in the morning the cops, every time they came up on someone, they would ask them like what they're doing in Ottawa, okay? And then I watched a few different streams, and then some would say like, "Oh, I have this to do, I have that to do." You know, mostly everyone was turned away, but like if they were like saying like, "Oh, I'm here to like join the protest again," right? They were like kind of like, "Get the fuck out of here or you'll be arrested." So like they were pretty much arresting all protesters in the morning, or just tell them like you're gonna be arrested. So then they all like went outside of Ottawa and they started like protesting on the street and stuff. Like I would say the crowd got to like maybe like 200, 300 people. You know, it was still a decent one, but it was nowhere near like what Ottawa's like downtown was like. I did hear that there was like other protests, and like I don't know what to say about that Ottawa, man. Like I mean, not the Ottawa, the Quebec one. Like everyone's like, oh, they're in Quebec. They're in Quebec. When I look into it, there was like a guy live streaming like the Quebec one, and then I looked into his live stream, and they were old. Like they weren't even like actually live streams. He was, because it's like 11 o'clock at night there, and his live stream's daylight. So like I can tell right away it was fake. Like it was like just becoming like nighttime. So I was like, yeah. So I wasn't saying, I'm not saying it's like fake. I'm just saying that like it wasn't today. So I honestly cannot even fucking tell you what's happening with this protest. I don't even know. I hear they're regrouping. I know Pat King, like the leader of it. He he's got a bail hearing on Tuesday, so he's still in there. Chris, the leader, one of the leaders there, he was released, and Tamara, she's still in jail too. And then Zot, he was he was arrested too. He was a live streamer who was arrested. He just did a stream where he was out and well. So yeah, it's pretty much just like dying down. Like, you know, people are there, but like with the numbers compared to before and everything, like you're only gonna get probably people that live in Ottawa to protest there. Because when there was like live streamers there, they were asking people like, hey, like what, like where are you from and stuff, like, and most of them were saying they were like living in Ottawa. Oh yeah, man, they did awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm shaky, man. I'm fucking nervous. Like I've never done a live stream with this much people. That's just me. I just don't want to fuck up. That's all. I'm not bashing them at all. I'm with them 100%. I wish I was able to go, but my girlfriend wouldn't let me. So I try to do it from here. That's pretty much what I did. I did the best I can do. Like I I I made sure to tell everyone who they were watching. You know, like no, no content was stolen. Nothing. Yeah, I'm in Ontario. I live in Canada. Like I'm not. I live about 6 hours away from Ottawa. Yeah, I also hear there's gonna be like some people are talking about a job strike. Like people are gonna stop working. Thanks, homie. Thanks, Russell. Appreciate it. I didn't know you guys can see my fucking hands, man. Like I didn't even know I was doing it. And then as soon as someone said shaky hands, I was like, oh shit, they can see I have anxiety. Oh no. Yeah, I do need to smoke one. I do. Yeah, exactly. That's not realistic. That's just like probably people who like don't have jobs. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't do that. That's another big reason why I didn't go. My friend just said I should fix my camera on my live stream. Okay, what is wrong with my live stream, Ryan? What's going on with my camera, guys? Nothing, man. Okay, I'm good. Okay. My friend just messaged me on Facebook. He said I had it fucked up. He said it's good now. I had it fucked up for a minute. Yeah, but no, that it was crazy stuff though. Like, can we like do a little recap? Like, my biggest recap I want to do is like, let's talk about like some of the shit we seen. Like, please tell me like we got some people in here that like actually watched it. Yeah. Oh, I have. Oh shit, I have a hat on. Oh, and it says goat. My hat says goat. But yeah, let's talk about what happened. Like in a matter of like 20 minutes. Okay, I watched these Mountie fucking cops on like they just okay when it came to the cops running over the old lady. Let's talk about that. Like let's like not talk about like news coverage. Let's not talk about like oh that poor old lady anything. Let's be realistic here. Like that's what my stream's gonna be about. We're not no sympathy for each part. Let's just like this is what the recap's about. Those Mountie fucking cops, okay? They came on trundling in. There was no pause. They didn't fucking stop. They didn't like they weren't like threatening them like, hey, we're gonna get the horses, anything. No, they fucking just come trundling down the fucking road, take a fucking right turn, and just go right into the fucking crowd. They just go right in. And then fucking boom, they get taken the fuck out. And then after that, everyone's pissed, and then they got pushed back a bit. Maybe about 20 minutes in, I seen like the crowd was all wild up, and then out of nowhere, fucking an old man just dropped, and he had a fucking heart attack, and like so the cops they okay so like everyone's like oh like the fucking man's having a heart attack, he's having a heart attack, let's like get in here, let's help him. So they like let the cops come in to help the old man, which is like like they're obviously the only ones capable of actually helping the old man. Anyone would have did it in the right mind, but the fucking cops took that to their advantage, and then they started like pushing them back more. And then like when it came to like them attacking them, I shit you not, I'm watching this fucking right from here, man, and they're like fucking. It would just be quiet for a bit. The cops would just stand there, like not even looking at them, like fucking robots, right? And then, yeah, yeah, no one died. He's right. No one died. I watched the old lady get up, and I also seen a video of her today of someone saying like, "Oh, here's the old lady that got hit. She has a message for you," and then she just said like, "Hold the line." That's all she said. So yeah, that lady's alive and well. But when it comes to the old man that had the heart attack, I don't know. I cannot tell you. They never even like they just stopped looking at the old man and just continued protesting. They got pushed back. Got cops fucking tear like I seen people get fucking pepper sprayed okay. When it came to pepper spraying, like the most craziest one I seen, okay, is like there's like this guy and his wife, or he was with a girl, and then like the guy just starts like yelling at the I don't know if the old man died. Like you guys need to tell me if he died. Like cuz I honestly don't know. Like I said, they didn't really like keep videotaping it. At least the streamer I was watching didn't, cuz he like it was shots by Hill. Shots by Hill, he was like right in that shit. And like respect him. Hello Becky, welcome to the stream. Yeah, like shots by Hill. He got some really good footage. Did you hear about the cop that got pulled down after he gave someone a hug? No, I never seen a fucking cop even budge. In all the streams I seen, like the cops, like yeah, like they never even acknowledged them. They fucking I don't even think they were making eye contact. Yeah, eye contact. Yeah. Did you see like the Ottawa police like what they had to say about it? Like they were pretty much like trying to justify all the actions. They're gonna be fucking auctioning off people's trucks so that they can pay for like what happened in the city. Like they're gonna give it to businesses that lost money and shit. Okay, businesses in Ottawa, if there's anyone here who owns a fucking business in Ottawa, this is my opinion too. You're a fucking idiot. Like all those truckers would have fucking helped you make money. Like you had so much people downtown core. Fucking if you got a restaurant, people need to fucking eat. Like what the fuck, man? Why'd you close your restaurant and then fucking blame it on them? No, you're the dumbass that closed your restaurant. You know? Don't blame it on the fucking protesters. Cop cried. Okay, I did see a cop cry, but I never seen one cop like break the line, man. I didn't see that. I live downtown Ottawa. Okay, Hayes. So what's your opinion on it? Like, I'm not here to like force the protest on you. I'm here to like let's just talk about the protest. Let's recap it. Let's get now that I got someone from downtown Ottawa. What was your opinion? You support? Okay, nice. Yeah, man. Like the way they were treating people was like fucking crazy. Another woman was shot in the face with tank with water gun on top. Her head slammed to concrete quills. But yeah, yo, I seen one where there was like this guy. He was like streaming and like the him and the girl. Like, okay, imagine okay. I'm gonna use yeah. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, never mind. Okay, basically like you got the crowd all off to like the side here, okay? And then you got the people standing here. They weren't even looking at the fucking crowd. They were looking at each other. Like the crowd's off to their fucking side. And then I see the woman's phone go flying and then she drops to the fucking ground. And then the guy's like, "What the fuck?" And then yeah, they were getting fucking shot at by rubber bullets. The cops were just fucking unloading on them. It was crazy. Like there was a lot of police brutality, man. But now, hey, now that we know about those UN planes, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. They weren't even Canadian cops. That's why most of them never even talked. None of that shit because they probably didn't even speak fucking English. Yeah, that was insane. I wasn't there honestly. Like I restreamed. Um, Honestly, I started restreaming with 62 subscribers, and now I'm close to like 10,000. So, yeah, so now you're going to see a lot of me, I guess. I guess now I'm actually interested in YouTube. I've always tried it, never worked. I guess it's my moment to shine. Now you all finally get to meet me. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Because think about this, like the UN is huge. There's a lot of fucking countries that are involved in it. So, yeah, it could be any fucking country those rebels came from. Save, copy, and store your content. Yeah, see, I gotta figure out how YouTube works. Like I've been learning more and more. I finally got a donate button on it. I'm not telling you guys to do it. Just like I can't. I don't even know how like that super chat any of that shit works. I was streamed on Twitch, so I just remember I would always put a donate button in there. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm old fashioned. It's in my about. That's what I do. From Rochester, New York. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. I actually helped him a lot. It seemed like he was shadow banned. Um, Like he was the one streaming, and I was the one with 10,000 viewers. It was pretty bad. They yeah, they gave me a shout out and everything. Like my friend was scrolling Facebook, and he knows my name by the 420 company. I never even told any of my friends because I didn't want to tell any of my friends like I was live streaming, because this used to be my clans for video games. So my friends get defensive over this account. So I guess I fully claimed it on them, because he's scrolling Facebook and he's seen the 420 company. And then he goes down like 5, and he told me that he was like, wait a second, did I just read the 420 company? And he goes back up, and they're sharing me on Facebook. Apparently put me on Reddit, Twitter. All my fucking social medias were just blowing up. What planet are you on? I mean, shit. I never actually answered that before. Good question. You know what? I'm going to come back to you on that one. Because, I mean, we don't even know if the Earth is flat or not. You know what I mean? Like, now, what people are saying. I'm just kidding. They're dumbasses. I mean, if you're a flat earther, man, you got some problems. Yeah, that's the fucking main question. Sheldon. What Sheldon just said. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't hate me. I was just fucking around. But no, what Sheldon just said is like why was the UN there? Why are those planes there? That's a big question. And given it, Peking was vaccinated in jail and given a cold hot dog, one shot Johnson Johnson. Jeez. Told if the aircraft was flown to Voyager main maintenance facility at North Bay for routine scheduled maintenance. The aircraft was staffed by Voyager flight crew with no passengers on board. Okay, so Sly, are you saying that like it was just parked there pretty much? It's not actually, there was no one supposed to be on it or anything? How long was it there, since you know so much about it? I mean, I think Sly can answer a little bit of questions for us. Yeah, it was just parked there. Hey, Sly. No delusions here, man. I'm just going based off what I seen on these live streams. I'm not making shit up. I'm not doing any of that. We're just talking about what we seen, what we think about it. You know, this is honestly, I don't even give a fuck about the mandates. I don't give a fuck about the vaccines. Okay, what I would be protesting about right now, if this shit was still going on the way it would be doing, is about how it was handled. Okay, like if you all know about politics, we know that like they have to get Trudeau out by doing a no confidence vote. Okay, that should be fucking called. I don't care if you are against the protesters or with the protesters. When it comes to the fact of how Trudeau handled this, okay, he should 100% be kicked out. Yeah, 100. He should be. Like, the protests would never even got that fucking big if he just, like, went and talked to him. Like, dude, he'd even probably, I bet you 100 fucking bucks. If what they just came out with, this whole, like, what they're doing, like, how they're dropping the mandates on March 1st, but we still have to wear masks and all that shit, whatever it is. If they just talked to the goddamn truckers and also threw that deal at them, everything would have been fine. But no. What do? They post, oh, we were going to fucking do it anyways. This has nothing to do with the truckers. Blah, 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 and all shit. Like, fuck off. No, it wasn't. It was not about, like, they knew damn well, like, oh, fuck. Like, if we don't start working with the people, they're going to figure out about a real fucking agenda. Because it's you cannot tell me that these fucking countries nowadays aren't working together. All these fucking wars and all this shit, man. Like I don't know how far back this fake bullshit goes. There's like a lot of real shit. I'm not saying like my dad, he worked for the UN all my life. That's something I'll tell you about my life. Is that my dad worked for the United Nations my entire life. He at first he worked in Australia, and then when I was 8 years old, he was transferred to Afghanistan, and he stayed in Afghanistan, and he retired about 3 years ago. Get my boy Sly. What's Sly doing? Sly, you trying to be a Sly character? You pissing off my other viewers, man. Come on, dude. He's smoking crack again. Why are you smoking crack, Sly? Come on. We're better than that. Oh shit, meth. I mean, I smoke weed. That's one thing we can thank Trudeau for. I mean, we can all agree on that. As sad as it fucking is. I mean, did he do us good though? And I'm gonna answer this on the. Okay. When it comes to weed being legalized, as much as I'm a big stoner, I've smoked weed my whole fucking life. Okay. Honestly, you guys got to hear me out on this. I don't really think it was a good decision, really, for him to legalize weed, and I'll tell you that. I'll tell you why. Every part about like, okay, them putting people in jail for weed and all this shit. Okay, like, yeah, that was wrong. But when it comes to like, drug trafficking and all this shit, okay. Nowadays, when they told me weed was being legalized, okay, I said, oh, now I'm worried about harder drugs. And nowadays, like fucking half my friend group have like overdosed. That's another thing I'll tell you about me. It's sad nowadays. People are fucking dying. And this is other shit they're not talking about that you can thank your fucking government for. You think like they're probably the ones bringing it in. They just shut the fucking world down, and drugs are only getting better. Because who the fuck do you think's bringing them in? The fucking government. They're the biggest drug dealers ever. I mean, okay, yeah, it doesn't. But how do I say it? It's like the focus isn't on weed, man. Like the cops would go all out on weed. All right, they would go all out on it, and now it's not on weed anymore. So like nowadays, I'm saying like people now are bored of weed. They don't want to hide it anymore. It's now the easy drug. It's you know what I mean. Now it's legal, so people are gonna go out and get other fucking shit. People are their own people. This is what happens. But I'm just saying, nothing's being stopped. That's all it is. The government is the drug cartel. That's what I'm saying. They're the ones that bring it in. Yeah, it's definitely on the step to a big awakening. Hell's Angels or Feds. Yeah, man. When I was in, I went to jail before. And when I was in jail, like, you're always told not to fuck with the Hells Angels, and you're told not to fuck with the Hells Angels, not because they're gonna kick your ass, because they're the first ones that'll snitch you out so that they don't get in trouble. It's true. I've been there before, so I mean, yeah, I don't know about feds, but they definitely can be pretty snitchy. They just do it to save their own ass, not because they go out of their way to rat you out or anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if you fucking do something stupid, they're not gonna like stick up for you. and you shouldn't expect them to, but they should also not like say any more. Yeah, I got friends that are Hells Angels too. I'm not talking about all of them. I'm just saying in jail, man. The ones that get in jail, half the time they're probably not even Hells Angels. They just say they are. No, I'm not friends with Zod. I haven't met a single one of those streamers, but I respect all of them. It was nice watching their streams. I just watched the streams. I didn't go there. I just had a kid, so I couldn't do that. Nah, I streamed Zot. I streamed Press for Truth. I streamed all of them. They were calling for people to stream it because they were all shadow banned. It was brutal. Once I got in there, they were getting views again. They were even shouting me out, respecting what I did. I never stole any content. I said exactly who was I was streaming at the time. I did it for no personal gain. Gain. I just did it. Yeah, Zot was when he was arrested. It was pretty fucking stupid. And literally, I said, yo, I've actually been told that before, and I've also been told I looked like McLovin, like Fogel there from Superbad, or what's another one I got told? Little Dicky. I look like Little Dicky because when I grow my hair out, I got an afro. All right, I'm gonna put you guys down for a sec. I'm just gonna pack a bong toke. I've been told it. Good night. God bless. You too. Yeah, it was wild shit. All right, so who's taking a toke with me? We gotta take a toke in the name of all those that have fell at the Freedom Convoy. Where's my bowl piece? Pup break, yeah. Let's do it, boys. All right, Dad, let's do it. Oh, dude, there's always a couple trolls, but you know, those trolls, they always make it better. Always. I gotta go on my hallway. I live in an apartment building. I just come out here. I smoke tokes out in the hallway. I got kids in my apartment, so I just do this. Can't smoke in your apartment with your kids, guys. Come on. Oh, we're taking a shot. I can't do that. So how many people in this live stream were at the protest? I would like to hear what you guys went through. Alrighty, you have a good one. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, man. I got a lot of people, some viewers, man. I got Speak the Truth, like 12K viewers. Yeah, I've dabbed before. That shit comes in waves, you know. Like sometimes I like can't dab anymore. It just fucking kills me. No problem. All right, Nutrigram bar. I didn't think I need to until now, but it looks like we need a fresh round. Oh, this guy here, yeah, man, fucking right. Flowers knock me out. Yeah, man, fucking. Whenever I smoke sativa, I get all antsy and shit. Yeah, but I don't know if they're gonna keep that protest going. I keep hearing it, so it's here, it's there, but so far what I'm hearing, it's all fake news. There's none. I wish I was on my computer. I want to do some like research, and we should like look into some shit. Okay, I'm gonna restart my stream. I'm on my phone right now. So if you're not following me, I mean, if you're not subscribed to me, subscribe to me now. I'm gonna start this stream up in about 5 minutes. Not even. All I'm gonna do is just go over to my laptop, and then we're gonna go look into more of some of the shit that's going on. Let's say we figure out some more details. Do a little recap. All right, see you guys in like 2 minutes.